My name is Aisha Rizvanovic and I left care in 2016. I really enjoy being healthy physically and mentally. One of my main hobbies is going to the gym. I love reading philosophical and biography novels, and I also enjoy spending time with my friends and family.
My name is Kira Caller. I left care when I was, I think it was about 17. I'm now 18. I was in care since I was 3 months old.
My name's Dylan. I'm 23 and I went into care when I was 12 years of age and exited at 18. I quite enjoy watching movies, hanging out with friends. I'm a big fan of the AFL. I also enjoy being on camps and helping out with youth groups and just being around young people, as I believe they have the potential to run this future.
When I was preparing to leave care, what I found most challenging and continue to struggle with is finding my place in the world. I think it's an important factor in anyone's lives to know who they truly are before venturing out into the world alone.
Ignorance is something that's really, it's crippling to young people. The ignorance that so many people exhibit, it's not understanding, it's not empathy. It's just going, oh, whatever, it's not my problem. I don't care, like these people are jerks, these people do this and this. So why would the young people care? Why would they go, oh, maybe I should change. Maybe life would be easier if I change. That's not how it works. A young person is a child, essentially. If you treat someone or something when they're young, even when they're older, like a monster or an animal, that's exactly what they'll become.
Overall, community is such a big factor of a person's life. If you don't have people there that are supportive and understand what you're going through, then you're going to feel disconnected and you're going to fall into a slump. So the community is what's going to carry you through life. Yes, you have to do the work yourself, but without the community helping you, then you're not going to get anywhere. It's so important to be connected to the community.
Support is the only thing that'll get them through. You need support to be able to change who you are as a person, your mindset, your outlook. You need support to do everything. It's the first step in any direction and to go forward in life. In order to have support, people actually need to know what's going on behind the scenes. It's not some dirty secret everyone doesn't know about.
I feel young people in care get very isolated and disconnected from the community. The way around that would be to have someone from the community, so like a role model or a mentor, but they got to have someone that can slowly take them back into the community at their own pace. So for starters, just get them out of the house and slowly you can start getting them involved in groups like sport groups or youth groups. Finding a job after being in care, it all comes down to who you are, and it can be quite challenging because employers look at my history and they go, oh, why haven't you worked before? Or what's the go with doing stuff in this region and that region? And it's really hard to explain to them that you've been in care, and if you tell them you've been in care, they kind of look down at that and walk away anyway. So there's a real big stigma around being in care.
What I do find difficult is keeping a job long term. To maintain employment, it is very important to have obedience and respect for people in charge. Most young people that grow up in out-of-home care don't have those characteristics and find it challenging to do so, including myself. In my opinion, to increase the likelihood of young people gaining employment, we need to give them opportunities that are achievable.
Going into a job interview, find out what you're going to wear, and it's not just about getting the job, it's about how you're going to maintain that. So before you jump at any job that comes your way, make sure that you've got an understanding with the employer. And I feel if the employer really understands you, then the job's going to last for a longer period. when you have a bad day or whatever, you just need someone around there that you can talk to and have someone that can encourage you to go back and guide you along that way. Explain that it's just one day. Instead of being on your own and going, that was really crap, I'm just never going back there again and closing the door on the job. So the biggest challenge for me was to find housing. Because we had a plan and that fell apart. And because there's no backup plans in place, then there's really not many options in terms of housing. You're kind of just told to go to a homeless shelter, that's going to be your best bet. And everyone knows that that's not the best option. It's not going to be sustainable.
Expecting young people to know it all at the age of 18 to becoming independent is ridiculous and barely possible, even for me, but there is room for change to make it easier and possible. Teaching young people the essential skills before the more technical skills is vital for keeping and sustaining a home. Essential skills like maintaining a home, cooking, budgeting, health and well-being. It's only when those skills are learned that the young person can learn the other key components of living independently successfully.
First of all, there need to be places available. That's first and foremost important there. There need to be houses for young people that are leaving care that they can go into so they don't end up in shelters or on the street. Prior to that though, young people between 16 and 18, they should be learning these skills on how to start looking for private rentals, or what skills do they need, what ID do they need when going to an inspection, what are some of the questions that you should be asking at a house inspection when you're checking out a property. There need to be life skills that are taught beforehand, and then there need to be properties that can help you develop those skills before you go out into the private rental world.
My hopes for the future would be to have sustainable well-being, project wisdom and create positive change. And of course have $1 million, but you know.
I had to stop studying, which was just so hard because I've been planning it for like a year. But I decided that I want to put everything I can into my child, and then when I feel that I can juggle a lot of things at once, but also giving my child the best outcome I can, then I'll go back to studying.
Maintaining a job, but not just any job. I want to go into youth work in the future. That's where I really want to go. I want to be able to help the next generation of young people coming through and guide them along their journey. Seeing young people strive to their full potential. That would be my hope for the future.